Hi, Autumn here. I thought I'd share my lentil burger recipe in case anyone is interested. So here I have the ingredients that go into these burgers. A bag of lentils. I will have some leftovers if I cook this whole bag up to make some soup for myself. I do use these vegetables, so spinach, zucchini, mushrooms. I have a full onion, 4 cloves of garlic. I will use egg and chia seeds to hold together, and we do eat mostly plant-based food. However, I do feel like eggs are still an important part of our diet, and we're going to have our own chickens hopefully this spring, summer, so I have no problem with us eating the wonderful gift of eggs that our chickens bring us. So, and then for seasoning, I will put in some Italian, just a teeny bit of cayenne pepper, and some cumin, and salt and pepper. And you know, it's a process, so I will show you the process of creating these lentil burgers. And this boy here loves them. Okay, first things first, I use my California extra virgin olive oil to stir fry my vegetables. I'm very generous with the amount I use. And I'm just going to take my onions and garlic right now and dump them in. I had it nice and hot. That going for a minute. And while this is cooking, I have my lentils started here to a boil. Now I can turn it down. Lentils take about 40 minutes to really cook to the tenderness I want them. So what I will do is stir fry my vegetables and cook my lentils and show you the products as I get back. And then I'll just dump in my zucchini, mushrooms, and spinach. Get this all going and put a lid on it. So my vegetables have been cooking for about 10 minutes, and I want them to cook a little bit longer. But what I'm going to do is add some seasoning so that the flavor's kind of in there while it's cooking. So really, I don't even measure. I just put a good half tablespoon probably Italian. And when I say a dash of cayenne, I mean a dash, because you can overdo it on cayenne pepper very easily. So, here's a dash. Find a spot where you can see it. There. That's a dash. And cumin, you can be generous with cumin too. So a good half tablespoon right there. I can smell it. And then I just stir them up again, and they'll cook for about 5-10 more minutes just to get a little bit more thoroughly cooked. There we go, looking good and smelling even better. Put that lid on and give it 5 more minutes. Alright, the vegetables are done, so basically I just turn off the burner, kind of let it be open now, stir it up a little bit, and just let them kind of cool down a little bit to room temperature. Over here my lentils are still cooking. I have them on simmering, probably another 20 minutes still. So as I'm waiting for my lentils to get done, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of chia seeds over here, and just beat them up. This will help my burgers really stick together. And I'll just let that sit for a minute. I'm going to have Liam, keep that right there, buddy, strain out some lentils from our water. So it's hot, so I'm going to help him here. Here, buddy. All right, you're going to pick it up like this. Let's get that water out. These will kind of give some texture to the burgers. So I'll make a pureed version too with the vegetables. Here, one more, buddy. But we definitely want some texture. Strain. Alright, and then you're going to dump it. Awesome. Okay, we'll get a spoon and we'll mix it, we'll stir it up. Okay, stir it up real good for Mom. Oh. No, but we want to keep it here. Liam, look. So now I'm going to use a food processor and make the pureed version that I add to my lentil burgers, which will be half the stir-fried vegetables, about a cup and a half of lentils, and half a cup of cashews. Okay, so I've added my vegetables, my lentils, and my cashews. Now if you have a nut allergy or in your family, obviously you would omit the cashews. They're just really there for some extra fat. Alright, and then I lock that on, and here I go. That's what my pureed product looks like. And then I just use a spatula and I add the pureed mixture to my other mixture of egg, lentils, and chia seeds. Alright, stirred mixture, round 2. And as you'll notice, nothing will fall off my refrigerator this time. So I'll add this second batch of pureed goodness. Then I'm going to get Liam here to really help me stir it up. And that is the guts of our lentil burgers. Okay, so we're going to stir it up. Stir. So as you'll see, its texture is a little soupy. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/3 cup of unblanched almond flour and my salt, a good 2 teaspoons at least of salt to flavor this, and I'll mix that in. And then these will be ready to freeze and to create burgers. What I make for Liam are actually lentil bites instead of burger big ones, so I will just really put little bites onto a metal pizza pan and freeze, and it turns out wonderful to then air fry. So here is the first plate of lentil burger bites ready to be frozen. So I will just stick them in my freezer and check back in about an hour. So here are the lentil burger bites frozen. I'll show you what they're like after an hour. I can easily just transfer these into a dish that then I freeze, and you know, Liam will eat a good, man, he could eat like that many diced up and air fried for dinner tonight. So that's how I do it. I got more to go. So here are a few lentil burgers that were frozen overnight, and now I air fried them for about 10 minutes. I'm going to dice them up and air fry them again. Okay, so they're diced up, and I'm going to air fry for about 5 more minutes. Basically because my son likes crispy things. So my air fryer is really good at crisping things up. Okay, here are the finished lentil burgers. Let's go check them out with Liam. See what he thinks. You ready? Try a bite first. Here. Tell me what you think. That's a lentil burger bite. What do you think? Nice, huh? Good? Good job, bud. Alright, now to work on this soup, because remember, I have extra lentils left over from that big batch. So I added a little bit of water, probably about 2 cups of water to my lentils. I'm going to go ahead and get my skillet going again with some oil. And here I'm going to add half an onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm being adventurous here, red pepper and a little bit of jalapeno for that little kick. So then I will just let this stir fry for a while, and it'll be ready to add to the soup. Okay, so to my lentil soup, I will just add a good amount of cumin, you know, a tablespoon maybe, and I up a good teaspoon of salt. And then I mix it, and I will add my stir-fry vegetables. Okay, I've added my vegetables, so I will just stir and let this simmer for about, you know, it was kind of cooling off there, so for a good more 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what I do. Okay, so now what I'm going to do to thicken my soup is just actually take a little bit out with this half cup and make sure I have some juice with it too. I'm just going to put it in here. Okay, so again, I'll just puree this up. And I'll add it back to the soup. So if you have a food processor, that's one easy way to thicken soup without adding something extra. So you'll see here, it's now a thicker consistency. So that'll be my lentil soup. So one of the main reasons I like cooking with lentils is because they are dirt cheap and they are packed with plant-based protein. That packet of lentils I bought cost $1.30, and sometimes you can get it for $1 on sale. It has 14 servings with 8 grams of protein apiece. So we will definitely have, 10 servings easily, me and Liam, with that one bag. I want you to think about how many servings of meat you would get for $1.30. Probably a fraction of a serving, right? So one way to be more sustainable is to eat lentils and love them. They are so good. So I do need a little bit more salt, and I'll add that to my individual bowl, and also some black pepper. Always remember to add your black pepper to your soup after you cook it, not while you're cooking, because black pepper overcooked gets very bitter. So I'll add a little bit to that. And I get some salt. And I'm going to try it. It's so steaming hot. Very good.